Hey nerd, how are you? Welcome to the Nerd Sensei channel. Today we are going to talk about the power levels of the Shichibukai from One Piece, ranking them from the least powerful to the most powerful, and explaining why. And if you want to see more One Piece content here, give us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support for this type of content helps strengthen and bring more One Piece to you. That's the message for now. Let's get into the video. Today, we'll be analyzing the power levels of some extremely powerful beings from Eiichiro Oda's world, the Shichibukai. You probably already know that the members have changed a lot since the beginning of One Piece up to the current events. So I'll only be analyzing the original first formation of the Shichibukai in this video, which includes Mihawk, Crocodile, Doflamingo, Gecko Moria, Kuma, Boa Hancock, and Jinbei. In 7th place, we have Gecko Moria. Moria had a bounty of 320 million, and the Cage no Mi power, which allows him to create and manipulate shadows as if they were living beings. This ability has numerous effects, such as using his own shadow to fight for him, stealing the shadows of other beings which causes them to evaporate if exposed to sunlight, and using stolen shadows to animate inanimate objects or himself to become more powerful. However, despite his incredible power and versatility, Moria occupies this position because he not only lost to Kaido, which is understandable given that Kaido is a monster, but he also lost to Jinbei at Marineford with just one punch, was defeated by Doflamingo at the end of the war, and has disappeared since then, and even lost to Luffy pre-time skip when empowered by 1,000 shadows. In 6th place, we have the Desert King Crocodile. Crocodile had a bounty of 81 million and was defeated by Luffy early on in One Piece, but that doesn't reflect his extremely powerful strength. As part of his formidable powers, he can create and control sand, giving him a wide range of attacks, can turn his own body into sand, making him intangible to attacks except for water and haki, and he can even drain the moisture from any living being, destroying them through dehydration. He occupies this position because in the Marineford arc, he was able to achieve great feats, such as apparently fighting on equal footing with Doflamingo and even against Mihawk, where he intercepted an attack from Mihawk against Luffy, saving the Straw Hat's life. He even saved Ace from being executed when no one else could do anything, not even Whitebeard. Seriously, Crocodile is truly extremely powerful and should not be underestimated. In 5th place, we have the Pirate Empress Boa Hancock. With a bounty of 80 million berries, she possesses the Mero no Mai fruit that turns to stone anyone with impure thoughts such as lust or perversion. And since she is considered the most beautiful woman in the world of One Piece, she is able to turn almost everyone into stone except for Luffy and other women. However, she is shown to be able to turn even non-living beings into stone through physical attacks, as seen in her fight against pacifistas in Marineford. Besides this extremely powerful ability, she also possesses the Conqueror's haki. Thus, she occupies the 5th place on our list. In 4th place, we have the Son of the Sea, Jinbei. Jinbei had a bounty of 250 million, and after leaving the Shichibukais, it rose to 400 million. Jinbei doesn't possess a devil fruit. However, he compensates for this with his Fishman karate, being a master of the art. With his Fishman karate, Jinbei achieved incredible feats, such as temporarily incapacitating Gecko Moria with just one punch, and even fought on equal terms against Ace for 5 days, with the two ending up in a tie due to exhaustion. Now we reach the top 3. And in 3rd place, we have the Tyrant Bartolomeu Kuma. With a bounty of 296 million, Kuma has one of the most powerful devil fruits in the entire world of One Piece, his Pawpaw fruit. This fruit grants Kuma paws on the palms of his hands that allow the user to repel anything they touch. This gives him an almost infinite range of possibilities, such as repelling his opponents at frightening speeds just by touching them, and even repelling himself, dramatically increasing his speed by appearing almost instantaneously wherever he desires. Not only that, but he is capable of repelling intangible things like air. Just to give you an idea of the speed of his ability, when Kuma uses this power on himself, many mistake his ability for teleportation as he appears instantly out of nowhere in places thanks to his incredible speed. Are you going to tell me he's not too overpowered? Now, as for his feats, Kuma was one of the most important members of the Revolutionary Army. He was so powerful that he was used as the basis for the pacifistas, and it was he who initiated the time skip period by separating all the Straw Hats who only came back together 2 years later. In 2nd place, we have Don Quixote Doflamingo. With a bounty of 340 million berries, he occupies the 2nd position on our list, thanks to his extraordinary feats and unusual powers. Doflamingo possesses the Ito no Mi, which gives him the ability to create and control strings. granting him numerous possibilities, such as flying by attaching his strings to clouds, attacking with his practically indestructible strings that can cut almost anything. And he can even create his own version of Cage Bunshin by making clones from his strings. With his power, he can also shoot his strings like bullets and even heat his strings to an absurd temperature to attack. Not satisfied with his offensive capabilities, he also has very interesting powers such as the ability to control people like puppets. Think that's all? He's also a master of Haki, having demonstrated strengthening his strings with armament Haki and also demonstrating Conqueror's Haki, having awakened it when he was still a child. Seriously, this character is so badass. And if all that wasn't enough, he also possesses the awakening of his devil fruit, which turns everything around him into strings that he can use in his attacks. For the very first place, we have Dracul Mihawk, regarded as the greatest swordsman in the world. Mihawk occupies this position for being extremely powerful. Seriously, he is so powerful that an extension of his abilities was shown early on in One Piece, where he was shown to be able to defeat Zoro with a sword the size of a kitchen knife, finishing their fight with his own sword out of sheer respect. His bounty is unknown, but when it is revealed, we can expect a colossal value on his wanted poster, given that besides possessing the most powerful sword in the world, he also faced off against Shanks, a Yonkou, when Shanks still had both arms. In other words, Mihawk was at least on the level of a Yonkou, where it was even said by Whitebeard that the battle between the two was still alive in his memory. Not only that, but this guy is so powerful that he doesn't even need a crew as he travels alone on a small boat. Thought that was it? This guy has such a huge hype that he has never been injured in any battle so far, not even in the War of the Best in Marineford. Therefore, the first place on our list goes deservedly to Mihawk. And basically that's it, nerd. Did you enjoy the video? Disagree with any position on our power list? Leave it in the comments! If you like this video and want more, I can even bring the power levels of other Yonkous like Law and Blackbeard. Thank you very much for watching so far, and I'll see you in the next video.